So I paid a lot of money on my taxes for 2023, the most that I've ever owed in taxes in my entire life. I'm Reagan. I'm a numbers witch and a small business bookkeeper. And I kind of expected that this would be the case because 2023 was the first full year that I was just operating my business and not an employee and not having taxes withheld from wages. And I expected this because I do my bookkeeping every single month. Like I keep up with that shit. So I can see that I was at a profit for last year. But the way that I am set up as a business, I am a single member LLC, which means that the profit from the business is my personal income. It's my individual income that gets claimed on my individual tax return. I am not incorporated. That may change this year because of the fact that I did owe a lot of taxes. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody because there's a lot of people that say that you won't owe as much in taxes if you are an S corp versus just being a sole proprietor or a single member LLC. But you still pay taxes as an S corp owner. And I'm pretty sure that it doesn't really change the amount. It just changes the fact that as the owner, you're now on a salary with taxes being withheld from your paycheck. You are on payroll as if you were an employee in the business. So I may make the choice to do the S corp election for myself for this year, which means that I would then have to pay myself a salary that is commensurate with the fact that I've done bookkeeping for 10 years, that I'm the owner and the operator of the business. I provide services to the business that produce revenue and produce business income. And I consider all of these things whenever I'm deciding to make a big choice like this for my business and for my taxes. And while it was frustrating to have to owe a lot this year, I still knew that it was coming because I keep up with my bookkeeping, because I stay informed about my finances in my business. And that is the whole point of bookkeeping, right? And if you're not doing your bookkeeping as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, you're in the dark for most of the year. And probably a lot of you were sitting down yesterday on April 15th to do your taxes, or even this weekend, feeling a lot of stress and anxiety, trying to get shit together. And that is no way to operate a business. That's no way to file your taxes. And the other option that exists would be to keep up with your bookkeeping all year long. And I can teach you how to do that. That is my job. That is why I started a business, was to help educate and inform other business owners so that they can make empowered choices. And by empowered choices, I mean things like, should you be an S corp? Hiring people, paying them on payroll, paying yourself on payroll, setting and achieving your business goals. And I teach you how to do all of this inside my new digital bookkeeping course, Mind the Gap. Mind the Gap isn't going to help you save money on taxes necessarily, but at the very least, you won't be shocked and surprised by a big tax bill whenever April comes around. Which, by the way, if you're an S corp owner, there is a additional return that you have to do. It's the business return, and that's due in March. And so you have two tax returns to file, one in March and then one in April, your individual one. So I want you to get enrolled in Mind the Gap because I want you to not have the same experience that most of you probably had over the weekend or, on April 15th. I don't want you to have that experience. It's not fun, and business ownership doesn't have to be stressful and, out of pocket every single year. Business ownership can look like organized bookkeeping, organized finances, systems that make sense for you and your life and your business. And all of that is possible. And you learn how to do it inside Mind the Gap. So enrollment is open right now. Click on the link in my bio and check it out. I'm also offering free consultations for people that would like to learn more about Mind the Gap and don't want to commit or pay any money just yet. It is possible. There are steps that you can take right now to put yourself in a position to where next April does not feel this fucking shitty.